morning. Today my students will be explaining about the DT based project. So let's start with the Tanu.
Okay, I'm going to explain about my project Smart Agriculture System. Problem statement of our project is India's backbone is agriculture, we all know that. But most of the farmers, main struggle of the farmers is they are struggling to find the real-time data of weather, temperature and humidity. So we are going to give a DT based solution for the problem. Like we are making an IoT based sensor that will predict the humidity, temperature and pressure of the real-time data. When we keep our sensor in the real-time place, it will be sensing the temperature, humidity and pressure of the land or place. So the idea we brought differently comparing to existing system is we have integrated it with Blink Cloud platform. So farmers, even if farmers are not in their place, they can monitor the temperature, humidity and sensing the temperature and humidity even they are apart from their place. So it will help farmers to monitor their land more perfectly. Shiksha will tell you.
So then it is created as an UI UX in which the farmers can read the moisture content and the humidity content so that irrigation will be supplied at a particular time and a period of time so that the farmers can able to get beneficial for their crop yields and they can also track their services like when to yield the crop or when to service. So, for example, if an infrared sensor is used in the soil moisturizer content, so it's able to analyze the humidity, weather, temperature, and the moisture content present in the soil, and it will be transformed to the farmer's mobile phone in a form of UX. In that, the farmer can able to detect whether the moisture content is present or not. If the moisture content is not present, then the to analyze the crop, the farmers used to irrigate at a particular time that irrigation would supply the current phase to the crops so that the crops can be in a good condition. If the crop is not at a good condition, then the weeds will be removed from the crop so that the yielding process will be high in that crop production. So for this we are using hardware with the combination of software and the storage process for cloud. In that we could analyze the humidity content and store that process in the cloud. So now let's Harish will continue his project.
So I would like to explain my project which I had in the Odoo hack. So the problem statement was something known as e-learning platform. This was very simple because Odoo was one of the major companies in Europe. But why did I give this problem statement? Then we analyzed that even though learning is something that is for the past 80 to 90 years, but form of learning has changed over the past decade. We have to learn how they adapt, and also something Odoo which providers, they give lot of services. These services are helpful for building many softwares and websites. So my project where we build this one will be explained by Sarvana.
Platform, we have to build a e-commerce learning platform using a HTML and CSS and JavaScript. It's a main thinking of include this project and students and college students and school students. E-commerce learning platform is this is a learning platform and also very helpful for placement and crash courses. We have to learn such a domain or coding language as this also platform, and also a tool we have to explain a series.
Yeah, for the backend we use Odoo software. That was a requirement for the hackathons. And how we inbuilt the Odoo software was we used something known as a Docker, which is a containerizer, which used to pull the backend from somewhere else, and we made a system to be a local server. And since Odoo was a lightweight software, we installed it and run it. And my system was something worked similar to a server, and we used my friend's systems for a front end and also the back end connections. And how this works was Odoo was something that is used to store using Postgres SQL, and it also used to manage the backend. And the front end would use to call APIs using the Python libraries, mainly Fast API, and the Odoo will be like storing the data and also managing it. Since Odoo used to do the most of the hard work, which was backend is the what pull most of the projects to be down, and we were mainly focused on the front end. The requirements were instead of building something fancy, we used to build something simple but also efficient, where a user or a student who loves to enjoy normal classes would also love to get to know more about edutech. Edutech is something which is very popular right now. There are more than 90 to 100 companies which are dominating the market, and Indian peoples are also fond of it, such as Byju's, who had a major player for the past 6 years. So edutech is something not new over here, and it is also important to know that industries is also important when considering the projects, because instead of building for a project, it is important to build a product. That's what we thought and what we learned in Odo Hackathon.